What's good? What's good? It's your boy Mario checking in, man. Right now, man, looking at Bitcoin. We had a nice fall today, and guess what? We finally hit 34K. Not gonna lie, I did think we was gonna hold right here for a second. This morning, I just really looked at the charts. Actually, last night, I just really looked at the charts, and I was just coming up with a few different ideas, and um, this was the scenario last night, right here. So last night when we was still sitting at that level right here. So notice last night when we was sitting right at 35,500 and this level was holding at that time, I had this markup drawn. So I was anticipating this to happen, but I also was seeing that level hold at first when this was happening. Notice this bullish candle was going up from this low right here. So as that bullish candle was going up, I was convinced at that point that that level was going to hold. But literally just a few moments after that, I was just looking at price action and I said, you know what? Uh, actually, I said, going to keep focus on all aspects of the key levels in this range. But most importantly, the order block at 34K is where I see untapped bank money. So honestly, the odds are there until we break out of 40K. And I highly doubt the big boys give the support traders an easy one like that. I believe retail is very long, giving the big boys the cash they need to take out more lows. Ultimately, this is my ideal because I don't see this double holding. Just staying sharp, objective, and fluid. So, like I said, if they would have pushed price up from that level, that would have just been too easy for retail traders, support resistance traders, just everybody that was buying right there. So, and I just couldn't see them going all the way back up to 40K like they did right here. They had already left the orders down here when they created this impulse. So I couldn't see them leaving the orders down here again. All right, so that's why I was like, man, they got to come down here and tap into this order block. All right, so this morning, this was this morning. This is when price actually came into the order block. This is the little demand level that I was looking at before the order block, and this is the actual order block right here. So this would be the order block right here. All right, so this is our last down candle before the breakout. All right, so that is the move that I'm looking at right now. Um, let's go back to the chart. All right, so that's the move that I'm looking at right now. Honestly, I did believe that it was gonna go further than this. I did think that it would probably go maybe into this candle right here, but this candle right here, it did test it. This candle right here was our last down candle before this up move. All right, so ultimately this last up move before this structure was created from this last down candle right here. All right, so that was the retest mitigating these shorts. So banks left these shorts unmitigated when price took off like this. This correction was to come back and mitigate these shorts before they take prices higher. All right, so that is the play, man. That is what I was waiting on since all the way up here. Ever since we rejected 40K and came back into this range, I broke that down, I believe, on a recent video. Um, I knew that we would come back down here, man. Like it was pretty obvious. And honestly, I was foolish to think that this level was gonna hold, even for the slightest second. You know, it was very immature of me to think that this would hold, but um, nevertheless, I did get my entries. Just a sec. So nevertheless, I did get my entries on this this trade. So we're just gonna show my entries real quick. So these are the entries right here that I have on the trade. All right, so I have entries right here, 34K, 34,000, man. I wasn't bullshit. That's what I was waiting on. I'd be damned if I would have missed it. Hey, I ain't lying, but yeah, man, beautiful, beautiful setup, man. This is one of the just the best setups right here, man. This is a real good setup, man. I mean, just looking at how this order block created this up move right here. All right. So anytime you have this situation, right? Notice how price built this whole structure, all right, creating this little trend line right there, creating this quote unquote support and resistance levels. And notice how, especially like right here, notice how price took that hard fall right there. Notice how price took that hard dip right there, right? And when it came back to these highs right here, so when it came back to that quote unquote resistance, notice how it broke that structure right there. So notice how it broke that structure right here. And once this structure was broken right here, all right, once this structure was broken, this was the order block. All right. So anytime you get a move like that, and it'll usually, I mean, it's something like this to this nature. Okay, these same right. So you get price, they'll build up a support, and then you will get some kind of move hard down like this, and then this move will break that structure right there, and this move back into this low right here. They broke this structure high. This low, they broke this structure. This is the move that's mitigating these shorts, and that's the move that you want to catch. All right, so it looks somewhat something like that. Notice how you got your consolidation, price building liquidity from top side and upside. All right, took out the shorts right here. All right, went back to the highs, start taking out highs, created a new high, broke structure. They created this order block. And notice how price came back and ran right into this order block. And notice how quickly we're leaving out of it. And that's how you know when order blocks are accurate, because price will leave out of it fairly, very quickly. All right. So yeah, man, I'm just really kind of just excited overall that 34K got here. I mean, I'm gonna be real with you, man. I've been on BTC hard, man. Like from forecasting this whole move down, I forecasted this in May. Forecasted the 50% crash. All right, and just keeping up with this whole range and forecasting when we should get this up move back to 50K. You know, it's just been a cool journey, cool journey, man. But so for this week, I'm just really looking for these recent highs to be broken. So we can go to the daily chart and go back to the last. We can go to the previous 3 days highs. So that right there is a daily high. We have a daily high right there, and daily high right here. So we can just go back to the last 3 daily highs to look for liquidity, and you can easily see these equal highs right here. So you have equal highs right here, and we know liquidity is resting above those equal highs. Liquidity is resting above these equal highs, and these equal highs, we have liquidity resting above it as well. And this counter right here, so this right here, this structure high right here, to me is our bank move. is our order block to the upside. So this was the last up move before we create this down move, breaking this structure low right here. All right, so now that we broke this structure low, mitigated these old orders inside this order block right here. All right, we should be headed back to this level to mitigate some of these old orders in this order block up here. All right, so that is the level as of now that I'm looking at, which is right at 40K. So if when we get to 40K, I'm very positive that we're gonna get back to 40K this week. Very, very positive that we're gonna see 40K this week. So once we get back to 40K, like I said, look for prices, just take out liquidity, and once we get to 40K, if this order block is respected and we get a break of structure, and price comes back and respects that order block again, then we should easily come back into this low at 34K. So, and vice versa, if we get to that level and we break to the upside, so if we get to that level, price decides to break out, we might consolidate at that level a little bit, and then we get that breakout, a higher high from there, then 50K is where we headed, for sure, for sure. So that's the play, man. I probably won't even have to drop another Bitcoin video for at least a week. So just sit back, watch how this play out. I'm gonna ride this thing to 39K, take partials, and just wait to see what price decides to do from there, man. Good trade, man. Waited on it, anticipated it. And here we go, man. So 5K pip move, 40K. If we break 40K, hit it to 50K. Finally hit 34K. New week. Y'all trade safe, and I appreciate y'all watching.